73-62, Seattle by 11, 5:41 left to go in this ball game. Seattle once again red hot shooting, 27 of 45, 60%. If this even holds close to this right now, it's going to continue that run now and make it 6 games in a row where they have shot 50% overall for 6 consecutive games. And the way the Seattle plays defense, you're not going to beat them when they're anywhere close to 50%.
No, and I mean, not only 60% from the field, but 61% from the three.
Wow.
Same players, just different confidence level. In the beginning of the season, they would take 23-pointers, and I mean, they were making 3, 4, 5 really low percentages. So now they're clicking. They have better chemistry on offense, and they're making the extra pass and getting easier shots than they got a month ago.
Well, the extra pass is key, and the numbers would indicate that as Camille misses the first but hits the second. 21 of the 27 field goals tonight assisted by Seattle.
Awesome.
They win when they have more assists than their opponent. They are 11-0, working on 12-0 when they have more assists than their opponent. A 12-point lead, and Renee Montgomery floats up an air ball. And it'll be Seattle basketball on the missed shot by Montgomery, who had a great stretch of play for about 15 minutes where she was flat out dominant. She's got 15 points on 5 of 10 shooting, but she has struggled really over the last 10 minutes of ball. Sue has it, gives it off to Tanisha Wright. Guarded tightly by Montgomery. Right between the wickets. Hesitates, now goes to the right side to Sue Bird. Skip a pass across the top to Tanisha. Fakes a pass. Now bowls into Tan White. Puts it up off the glass. No good. 1 on the shot clock as it didn't hit the rim. Cash comes up with it, but a shot clock violation on the Seattle Storm. That is their 17th turnover of the game, so they're right about their season average. There's still 5 minutes to play here. When you rack up 12 in the first half, it's tough not to get your season average at least. Kelsey Griffin, she's hit one earlier, and she hits this one. Kelsey Griffin makes it a single-digit deficit once again, 74-65. So Connecticut, good teams like Connecticut, they just do not die.
No, and Griffin did all her damage in the second quarter. This is their first basket since then.
Tanisha Wright, big screen by LaCoe Willingham. My goodness, Renee Montgomery's gotten a couple of shots tonight, one by Swin Cash and this one by LaCoe Willingham. And LaCoe gets it picked by Tan White, coming the other way 2-on-1. White inside to Lawson, lay it up and in. It's a 7-point game, and I think Brian Agler wants to take another timeout here at the 4:20 mark, and Sue Bird will indeed. We'll see if it's a 20 or a full. 4:17 left, just when it looks like Seattle's going to run away with it. Here come the Connecticut Sun, 74-67. We'll be right back. This is Storm Basketball. 4:17 left to go in the ball game, 74-67. Seattle with a 7-point advantage. Sue Bird, Lauren Jackson, Swin Cash will be signing autographs on the 2010 Championship Wheaties boxes at QFC on 5th and Mercer, Sunday, August 14th at 1 o'clock. Boxes will be for sale. Space is limited, so arrive early. Mark your calendar. Sunday, August 14th, downtown Seattle, QFC, 5th and Mercer near the arena.
Did you get your Wheaties box?
I have not gotten
I got my Wheaties box.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. It was actually a present. Someone brought it to UW. And so Sue and Lauren came by a couple days ago and signed it.
Very cool.
I was so pumped.
What were Sue and Lauren doing at UW?
Come visiting their friend. They came and visited their friend, Adia.
You are such a good friend. Here's Sue with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Buys some space as she pushes off on Kara Lawson. Misses that one. Rebound, Asia Jones. Haven't seen a lot of Asia recently with the foul trouble. She is back in the game now.
Well, it's also surprising how long Tina Charles has been on the bench. She has 2 fouls.
Here's Renee Montgomery with it, 12 on the shot clock. Works a left-handed dribble, now crosses over to the right side. Asia Jones from 16. That's up and in. It's a 5-point game. Fans getting a little restless now here in Seattle, where the Storm are 7-1. Tanisha Wright getting a screen from Swin Cash, and it's an illegal screen. It's a 10-1 Connecticut run. They look to increase that lead here on this possession.
The times that we've seen those screeners get the fouls is because it's when the defense hits their hip. So if the guards do a better job of bringing the defense a little bit more into the middle of the body of the screener, the Storm post players will not get those fouls.
Montgomery Now Tan White, 16 on the shot clock. Here's Lawson. Now Renee Montgomery again. Yo-yos the dribble, now drives in with a big 1-2, floats it up with the right hand, no good. Gets her own rebound amongst 3 Storm players, feeds it off to Jones, who puts one off the back iron. Offensive rebound inside Tina Charles, and do we have a jump or a foul? Looks like we have a foul. It's going to go on Katie Smith. Boy, the offensive rebounds that had killed Seattle in the first quarter really non-existent in the second and third, and now rearing their ugly head again.
Now, after giving up 7 in the first quarter, they made the adjustment, but it's so hard when Tina Charles is that deep underneath. And I think one of the advantages and the great things that Connecticut does is Asia Jones and Tina Charles can face up.
Charles to the stripe. It's a 10-1 run. Make it 11-1. And Connecticut went on a 16-2 run in the third quarter to take the lead. And now another impressive Connecticut run to walk this Storm lead down into manageable figures, and it's really manageable now. It's a 3-point game, 74-71.
Wow, Connecticut now have 5 people in double figures.
Connecticut with 5 in doubles, Seattle with 4 in doubles. Here's one of them, Sue Bird. Feed swing cash. Now Katie Smith with it. Spinning, getting bumped 4 on the shot clock, inside to Camille Little. And a little too much contact? Or a foul? No, 3-second violation on Camille Little inside. Another turnover, the 19th of the game.
Well, that's surprising. Katie Smith, a lot of contact on the ball when she spun. I'm surprised they didn't call that foul.
I'm surprised Swin didn't shoot the 3 when she had it wide open top of the circle.
Well, and it's surprising how teams, now that she's hitting 3s, they still continue to leave her open. We talked about that last year a lot.
Well, you have to pick your poison against her, and she's going to kill you on the drive. And here's a block from behind by Tanisha right inside on Asia Jones that they said she got body. So Asia Jones to the stripe to try to cut it to 1. 2:31 left. 4 on Tanisha. My goodness.
The Sun are just hanging in there, chipping away, not getting rattled. And you know Mike Tebow puts together good plans, but they're doing a great job, especially inside right now, Connecticut.
First free throw miss. Boy, that's a big miss by Asia Jones. Crowd starting to make some noise, trying to distract the veteran. She's been in this situation many times before with clutch free throws, but this time she misses them both.
Wow.
My goodness. Seattle dodging a bullet there. Not the greatest free throw shooter at 65%, but usually she's pretty clutch. Tanisha Wright tries to feed Bird into the corner, and it was tapped away by Renee Montgomery. It'll be Storm basketball. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:15 on the game clock. Where do you go here? 9 seconds left on the shot clock?
You run Birdie off some kind of down screen or floppy screen.
And here's the down screen for Sue. She gets it into the middle. Pull up from 15. That one's an air ball, partially touched. Inside Swin Cash, Camille Little for the offensive rebound. Put back. That one's blocked as well. Connecticut ball. Renee Montgomery throws it away. Here comes Sue. 3 on 3. Feeds Katie Smith. She'll drive baseline. Almost gets knocked out of bounds, and she did get knocked out of bounds. And the foul, is that going to be on Montgomery?
Connecticut doing a great job defensively, solid in the half court right now, much different than before. But Renee Montgomery, ever since she sat for that long period in the fourth quarter, she's came in out of rhythm.
Fouls on Asia Jones. That's her 5th. 20 on the shot clock for the Storm. Do you take clock here, or do you just get the best shot?
No, you maintain your aggressiveness. You play to win. You don't play not to lose.
Sue has it now to Camille Little. She drives in with the left hand. Oh, what a brilliant move by Camille Little. She takes up so much space with each one of those steps. She's got really long strides. It's a 5-point lead for Seattle, 76-71. Here's the defensive stop of the game for Seattle if they can get one. Montgomery now to Tan White. Gets a wide open 15-footer and knocks it down. What happened there defensively for Seattle?
Right now, Connecticut's running dribble handoff. Sue Bird, if she knows as guards they're switching, she's got to step up and not allow the guard to turn the corner because she has to anticipate the switch.
Every one of the 9,000 plus is on their feet right now at Key Arena. Sue gets pushed by Carol Lawson, and Sue pulled little Renee Montgomery there.
I was just going to say that.
Yes,
this must be a UConn thing.
Well, hey,
they can sell those fouls from the guard position.
And Connecticut fans, they got to know that, hey, if Renee can get away with it, then a future Hall of Famer can get away with
Yes.
it. And that is no different than what Renee Montgomery was doing in the beginning of the game. 76-73, 1:15 left to go in the ball game. And it's a 4-point lead for Seattle. Free throws going to become so huge. And Asia Jones missed 2 big ones less than a minute ago. Sue Bird trying to make Connecticut pay by knocking 2 down on this end.
That's a big difference because now it can turn into a 5-point game like it is.
1:15 left. Here's Montgomery. Seattle can get a stop and a bucket. They can win this thing. Montgomery, dribble drive on Cash. Layup off the glass and in. Oh, that was a tough shot by Renee Montgomery.
Wow, and that was over the athletic Ashley Robinson. Huge shot.
Montgomery with 17 and 6 rebounds on 6 of 12. 50 seconds to play. Bird and Lawson, 2 savvy bets going at it. Sue with the crossover dribble. Now kick back out into the corner, Katie Smith. Asher looking to post up. Here comes Tanisha cutting inside, gets her shot blocked, but Swin's right there to pick it up, and she gets rejected as well. 2 on the shot clock. She throws it up at the buzzer. It goes in, but it's going to be late, and that's a good call. It was a great shot by Swin, but she let it go about a half a second too late.
Another huge possession. Connecticut has played solid the last 5 minutes on defense in the half court. The Storm have really been working for their point.